as you know, we like to look at cars that are a little bit different. We sort of steer away from the common ones people actually take video of at shows. And this Maestro here, an Advantage, has caught my eye. And the owner, Jim's agreed to have a few words with us. Now, Jim, tell us about it. You know, this is not a core car that people would jump on to, you know, maybe own or restore. How did you come by it?
I had one as a kid with my mum, and it died, as most Maestros did back then. It went in the bin, you know, scrapped, rusty. It went in the bin. I was on Australia on holiday. My brother rang me up and he said to me, "There's a red Advantage in a cowshed in Cheltenham." So I gave the woman £400 for it and picked it up on the back of a trailer. And I didn't know what I was buying, no idea. But it's an original 51,000 mile car. And now on it, and he was saying 38 when I had it 10 years ago. So yeah, restored it. Yeah.
And what sort of condition was it in when you got it?
It needed 4 new doors, 2 front wings, a rear boot, so a lot of welding to be done on it, and this is his second paint job now in the last 6 months to get it looking like this. So yeah, it's,
and the Advantage, that was a special edition back in the day?
Yeah, they made 899 of them in 1990, and there was a few H-platers as well around, so 91. I understand it, like you said, it was for Wimbledon that year. And underneath the 1.6L, as they call them, poverty spec Maestro. I got no rev counter, no electro windows, nothing in it. It's just underneath. But they had all these MG kits left over, and sprayed them in this colour: Rover Cherry Red, British Racing Green, and a few in black as well. But as far as we're aware, there's only 2 left on the road: one green in North Wales, a Patrick owns, and this one. So.
And this would have been very much the run out of the Maestro, wouldn't it? Because I think at this time you were just at G-Rage, you were just coming in with the first Rover 200s.
They were, yeah, they weren't far off that. Rover had bought Austin by then, and this is why it isn't a Rover. Yes, she says Maestro on the front and Maestro on the steering wheel, not Rover or Austin, because they didn't want to put the name to them. Apparently, they wanted to just keep them as a Maestro and Montego, and yes, they were the runouts.
And I noticed that you're here. When we look around, it's a bit like a 1992 Austin Rover forecourt. Is this a little group of you here?
It is, yes. It's a young, although I'm not, South Wales Retro Club. So there's a lot of young guys and girls who've got these older cars, and it's nice to see. Nice to see the youngsters having a car. They're all in their 20s. There's old gits like me and Neil with the silver one there. Dan owns this. He's one who actually runs the club. I think he's 28, 29 years old. So some younger ones as well. Yeah, it's good to see the youngsters involved in a normal, cheap to run classic car, which is what these cars are, and the Metros are. You know? Yeah,
I agree, because it's so difficult now with a lot of the classic cars for people to get into it. So something that's a bit more at the budget end, and also getting the youngsters involved.
I mean, without the youngsters, these cars will die.
Yeah.
This is worth a bit more. So was Neil's and Dan's is, but some of the Metros. I mean, you can pick up a Metro for a few £100. Drive it around, it's a good little car, it's reliable, it's easy to work on, cheap for parts. The Maestros are the same, the Montego's the same. But like anything else, they're going up in value and people can't buy them. So these kind of classic cars, which are still cheap to buy, anyone can afford them really, and run them around and take them to shows, get them out, it's good.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Jim, it's really appreciated.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Take care.